Jim aggressively digs holes. Back at the rooftop, Daryl threatens T-Dog, so Rick threatens Daryl. Daryl backs down. They search for Merle and find where he left the building. They agree to get the guns before continuing the search. Back at camp, Shane asks Jim to stop digging. Jim refuses. They scuffle, and Shane restrains Jim. Jim says he can't remember why he started digging, but that it came to him in a dream. Back in the city, Glenn makes a plan and they go with it. As Glenn grabs the guns, a teenager comes up on Daryl. Then 2 more guys attack Daryl as Glenn walks up. They kidnap Glenn and the guns get left in the alley as Rick and T-Dog run up. They hold the teenager, Miguel, prisoner. They go to meet Miguel's people, hoping to trade Miguel for Glenn. G, their leader, wants the guns. Rick says no. G threatens Rick. Rick reveals that he has T-Dog as a sniper. Glenn is shown prisoner at the rooftop's edge. G says he wants all the guns and Miguel, or they'd better be ready to fight. Then he walks off. They discuss it and decide they're going to go back locked and loaded for Glenn. Rick gives Miguel back and asks for Glenn. G threatens to chop up Glenn and feed him to dogs. Rick threatens G. Just then, Abuela comes up begging Rick not to arrest her grandson. Rick says her grandson is helping him find a missing person, and she shows him to Glenn. It's a nursing home, and G and Felipe were the only ones who stayed to protect them. G was a janitor, Felipe was a nurse. The rest of the Vatos showed up to check on family and stayed. G says all the people they've come across have been awful people, and says that they're barely getting by and everyone is looking to him for answers. Rick gives him some guns and they walk off with Glenn. Their truck is gone. They think Merle took it and rush to get back to the camp. On foot. Back at camp, Shane frees Jim, and while eating dinner, walkers attack the camp. Ed goes down first. 4 walkers join him in the tent. Amy's next. First her arm is bit, then her neck. Walkers flood the camp.
Shane starts blasting.
Rick and co hear that shooting and run faster. Multiple red shirts die as Shane, Jim, and Morales defend the crew. Just as they're about to be overrun, Rick and the crew show up to save the day, blasting the walkers away. Rick reunites with Lori and Carl as Amy dies in Andrea's arms. Jim says he remembers his dream now.
Another absolutely amazing episode of television. The development of Daryl's character further being a part of the group. They have this common enemy, the Vatos. The way that Daryl is willing to jump to go and get Glenn back. The way that the Vatos appear as the first really intense villain we have in the show, but they're just revealed to be very kind people taking care of a nursing home. Absolutely amazing sequences. This kicks off the trend of having a minor character that has more screen time die by the end of the episode with Amy. That was absolutely brutal to watch. I love the whole sequence with Jim digging and not knowing why he's digging, and he had a dream about the attack that night. Absolutely insane. Great sequences. I absolutely love. This whole episode is absolutely amazing. Such hype, high intensity moments. Watching Ed go down is hilarious. When they all get back to the camp and they're blasting away all the zombies, it seems like that scene at the end of an action movie where the heroes come and save the day. Absolutely great stuff. Love this episode. Give this one a solid 9.7 out of 10. Amazing characters, a lot of great character growth, and some wild, intense scenes. That is Vatos.